Time now for your forewarned weather with Cedric Haynes.
All right, folks, how'd you enjoy this weekend? Talk about a treatful weekend across the area. Man, let me show you this. Let's start off with some rainfall totals. Yeah, we had some weekend rainfall even in Salt Lake City early Sunday morning. Now, most of you probably missed it because you were sleeping during this time. It was pretty much after midnight and before sunrise on Sunday, but we picked up over 1/10 of an inch of rainfall over that system as it moves through. The last time we had over 1/10 of an inch of precipitation with an event moving through, you had to go all the way back to May the 18th. So yes, that was when we picked up well over a half an inch, almost 3/4 of an inch of rainfall. Now, we needed the rain, so this was very nice. Even though it didn't last long and it wasn't a ton, it was eventful. All right, let's talk about what else was eventful this past weekend, and that was the temperatures because, man, oh man, keep in mind our average high temperature this past weekend was 87 degrees. We were nowhere near that, both Saturday or Sunday. 75 degrees, that was all we were able to muster on our Saturday. Last year on Saturday, we had a high temperature of 90 degrees. Yeah, we were about 10 to 11 degrees below average on Saturday, but then it got colder. How about Sunday? We didn't get out of the 60s, folks. 65 degrees was our high temperature. That is incredible for this time of the year here, and that is well over 20 degrees below average. To put it more into perspective, last year on Sunday, we had a high temperature of 97 degrees. Man, talk about a treat. This morning, we're still under the influence of some of that colder air. We've got frost alerts in effect for northeastern portions of Nevada this morning. Watch out in Ely, over towards Elko and the Wells area. Temperatures actually are still in the 40s in those locations right now, but we've got some 30s up towards Cache Valley, over towards Evanston. Look at that, 34 in Rock Springs and 40s and low 50s across most of the rest of the Beehive State. So it is definitely comfortable, if not downright cool, to kick off your Monday. As we go throughout the day, look at this. We're looking at high temperatures staying below average for us as we go throughout today. We're talking 70s along the Wasatch Front. We're talking temperatures in the low 80s across central sections of the state. And yeah, we've got low 90s in St. George, but that's well below average for this time of the year. And we'll see a few more clouds across the north. Now, across the south, it's not so much clouds we're watching out for. It's going to be more smoke and haze coming in from those wildfires. We're going to see some smoke and haze coming up from the fires in Arizona. But then our fires will start to initiate more smoke this afternoon and evening, and some of that will overspread up towards Castle Country, the I-70 corridor, potentially as far north as the I-80 corridor by later this evening. So watch out for some of those vibrant sunsets, but also be careful with the air quality. And we are looking at an elevated fire threat continuing across southern Utah today. And for eastern Utah, from Vernal down towards Moab, we do have red flag warnings in effect for this afternoon and for your Tuesday afternoon for the wildfire conditions that will likely continue. Any sparks that get going, as we've seen down to the south, can take off quickly. As far as any rainfall chances go, not seeing much out there. We've got some scattered clouds that'll be around today, but I think it stays primarily dry. Tuesday, the models continue to hint at a chance of a spotty shower up towards Cache Valley early Tuesday morning. I think that'll be about it. I think most of the moisture will stay well to our north and to our east, but can't rule out a spot shower. But for most of us, we will stay dry, and then it's very dry this weekend as high pressure takes back over. Below average temperatures with this trough in the jet stream or dip in the jet stream for us now, that will start to lift to the north as we get warming conditions here. We're at the seasonal levels as we get towards the middle of the work week, and then that high pressure ridge takes over, not just for us, for most of the lower 48. So you can see the jet stream, the main storm track, is well to our north, and that means our temperatures and the dry weather is going to continue to surge across the area. St. George, low 90s for us today. Sunshine, smoke and haze. That'll be the case for your Tuesday. Then we're in the triple digits by the end of the week. The Wasatch Front, mid to upper 70s today. Low 80s Tuesday with a few clouds. And then we're breezy and hotter for the end of the week. All right, let's get a check at your traffic this morning as we get you out the door early on this Monday morning. Hey, folks, we're at I-15 northbound. Is that Pioneer Crossing, Main Street, American Fort? Look at that traffic out there for you. It's definitely starting to look like a Monday morning out there as more folks get ready to hit the roadways here early on this Monday morning. So be careful out there, but overall not looking too bad. Here's another view. This is I-215 East here, heading northbound on Parley's Canyon. You can see in the Mill Creek area here, traffic is flowing just fine. A little lighter traffic in this area right now, so that's good to see. But either way, take your time as you're heading out the door, but no major slowdowns out there, at least as of yet. We'll keep you updated as we go throughout your Monday morning. Matt, listen.
All right, looks good. Thank you.